How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and over here we talk stocks, and we focus on one thing. Always protect your profits. And I am so excited. We're going to be changing up the format for the videos. I know I've been getting a lot of questions about different stocks, and I feel this format will help us cover more on this channel, especially for trading opportunities, but we still will be covering the core that I normally talk about. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about LCID, talking about Mullen, and we're going to be talking about Polestar, and we're also going to go over the option play that we ran inside the Discord today, where we made 100% on $400 SPY calls that expire on July the 15th. So I want to make sure that you guys are enjoying the content, so make sure you leave your feedback at the end of the video and tell me what you think about it. So I won't waste any more time. Let's jump into the charts. So what I want to show you guys, I'm going to walk you through the play that we took inside of the Discord. I sent out an alert for $400 SPY calls that expire on July the 15th. We paid $40 for them, and we were able to sell those and here the end of the day for a 100% gain. So let me show you the thought process behind the trade. So first and foremost, from last week, I was taking a look at where was their support. Where did we have a lot of buying? Where was the demand? So we can see over here on the Friday and as well as for the Thursday, we have a demand area at 374.47 and as well as right here around 372.91. So this is a range of significance. We came back after the long weekend, and I was saying inside of our daily live streams that if the SPY pulls back to this area again, then I'm expecting buyers to come in. Big money wanting to push this price up further, and we would have a strong day. And that's exactly what happened. So when I said that, hey, I'm going to be buying these $400 calls around 374, that's exactly what I did. And when we open up the chart, let's see what happened. So we could see right away we have consolidation within the range I was talking about between 374 and as well as just say 373. And then we finally broke out. And the moment we broke out, you could see that we got to the 200 EMA. So this is where I was saying, hey, if you want to take some profits and move up your stops and so forth, by all means do that. But the one thing that I was talking about though, that we can get to 380. And the reason why we can get to 380, look at the opportunities or the amount of times that it's visited this level in the past. It has been very consistent. I will draw the line for you guys so you can see this. So look at that. So 380. So I was saying, hey, if the SPY can get to 380, that is a solid day. We ended up breaking through 380 and we closed at 381.96. So this is the perfect move that we are looking for today, and it worked out very well. And as far as for tomorrow, of course, we want to see 380 hold up. But if you want to get the most up-to-date info, since a lot of changes can happen inside of the pre-market, then join us inside of the Discord. But overall, it was a great play, and congratulations to those who are watching this, who are inside of the Discord, who were able to take advantage of it. Now let's move on. So we're going to do a technical analysis from Mullen. Let's see how it performed on the day. So it ended up closing at 99 cents, being down 8.32%. On the low, it tested 97 cents, and then on the high, testing $1.06. When we take a look at the volume stats on the day, you can see we traded at 40.475 million shares, and the average volume over 10 trading days is at 70.774 million shares. So we had well below the average in regards to volume, and it's part of the reasons why we've seen a pullback in the stock. Now, when we take a look at our chart, you can see the changes that we have made. We are using the 1 hour chart, and this white line that you see right here is the 200 EMA. So here's where I'm going to be pointing out areas of interest. I talk about this in my prior videos, but many people want to see a bigger picture, especially if they want to trade it. So the first thing you can see here, we have support at 95 cents. If you remember, I talked about support being in the mid 90-cent range. So seeing that we got down to as low as 97 and we did not test 95 is what you want to see. But there is a strong possibility going into tomorrow it could test 95. And if it decides to break through this level, you could see here by this wick, we could have a move coming down to 90 cents. You guys are also well aware of the fact, and I've explained this support we have here in the mid 70-cent range. We've seen it bounce in the past all the way back here on May the 12th. Will we get down there tomorrow? I'm personally not seeing it. I want to make sure I'm being straight up. So as far as going into tomorrow to the upside, you want Mullen to have some price action above $1.06, which was the high of the day. Most preferably a move to $1.10. You can see a lot of selling pressure right off of that wick we have right there, but if we could break through this level, so maybe getting a catalyst or getting an update on that Fortune 500 company, then we can look forward to seeing a very big move, a lot of ground for Mullen to actually make up. And if it can get to the 200 EMA at $1.21, that's where things start looking interesting and we can see a full out turnaround in the play. But aside from that, you just want to see it get to at least 110 as far as for the short term, and if it does decide to pull back, you just want to see 95-cent hold, and if it goes back further, you want to see 90-cent hold, and then we can see if the bulls want to step in and bounce it back up. So we're going to do a technical analysis for Lucid. Let's see how it performed on the day. So it ended up closing at $17.23, being up 1.35%. On the low, it tested $16.35, and then on the high, testing $17.24. When we take a look at the volume stats on the day, you can see we traded at 14.841 million shares, and the average volume over 10 trading days is at 18.963 million shares. So we had below average volume on the day, but we still saw some strength in the stock. Now, when we take a look at our chart, you can see right away we are using the 1 hour chart. We're not using the daily chart because I want you guys to see the importance of the levels that I point out. Now, if you guys remember what I've said in my previous videos, that 1650 is a key area for Lucid. It has bounced off of this area 3 times recently. We could see here on June the 30th, we could see it here again on July the 1st, and we see it here again on July the 5th. And what you could see going down as far as for our patterns, taking a look at our candles, we are forming higher lows and as well as higher highs. So if the market continues to trend up, where could we see Lucid going before it starts seeing some resistance? So you could see it right here at this $17.52 level. Why is this an area of significance? You could see we've had resistance in the past back on the 1st. You could also see it right over here back on the 30th. And again, it's just the pattern I want you guys to recognize. So if we're able to break above 1750, you see this white line right here, this is where we have the 200 EMA. So we want to see some price action above 1767, and breaking above that level, that's where I want to see how well Lucid could do when it gets to $18. If you remember, $20 is a psychological area, but if we can get to 18, things get very interesting. You want to see support, you want to see consolidation, and see if it can make a further move up to around here at 1876. It had a strong sell-off back here on the 27th of June. So that's why I'm saying there's not much resistance stopping it. If we can get above 1877, we can get back into that $19 range. So I hope you guys like this new format, but that's what I'm seeing with the price action. But if we decide to have a pullback inside of the market, you want 1650 to hold, and if it doesn't hold, that's where we can see some further pressure. You can see support will probably want to kick in right at 16 bucks. Now let's move on to the short interest information. So we're going to do a technical analysis for Polestar. Let's see how it performed on the day. So it ended up closing at $9.56, being up 0.31%. On the low, it tested $8.91, and then on the high, testing $9.74. When we take a look at the volume stats on the day, you can see we traded at 2.381 million shares, and the average volume over 10 trading days is at 8.303 million shares. So we had well below the average in regards to volume, but we still saw some strength in the stock. Now, when we take a look at our chart, you can notice a big difference here. We are using the 1 hour chart, and the only indicator that we have is the 200 EMA. So just keep that in mind. But the reason why I'm doing this, I want you guys to see key areas of support and as well as resistance so you can find potential play opportunities. Not financial advice, of course. So if you remember what I said in my previous videos, Polestar is found to have support right here around $8.60. So this is a strong area of significance. And why is that? If the market decides to pull back, remember, we ended up seeing a low of $8.91. So it is very easy for us to retest support upon seeing weakness if we go to $9. So now you know what that looks like. Let's draw our line. So if we fall below $9, the range now becomes between $8.60 and $9. Since we are trading fairly right here in the middle, like we closed at $9.56, what's the next move you want to look forward to? Is right here at $10. That's where we had some extreme resistance. We had a lot of selling pressure. So if we can come back to reclaim $10 and get above that 200 EMA at $10.06, it can get very interesting. And why is that? Then we can make a potential move because the next area where we have resistance is at $10.62. So that is something you want to add to your homework and be aware of those ranges or when it gets into those zones of interest. So as far as where it closed at 9.57, again, if it could hold this area going into tomorrow, look for that move going to 10 bucks. And I think this is very achievable, especially if we can break through resistance that we had today at 9.74, because it's not far off in regards to the move that you're looking for.
So to sum up everything that I just went over, I hope you guys found it helpful in regards to finding those price levels and where you could find potential opportunities. As far as for Mullen, I want to give you guys some more info on that. So we found out that the CEO is continuing to sell shares, and they also did reduce their debt. But let's be honest here, there's many people who are looking forward to getting more details on the Fortune 500 company, and it doesn't bode well for investors seeing that, you know what, why is the CEO selling out shares? We need to get that news. So definitely not a good look overall. As far as for Polestar, we can see that it is picking up quite well. It tested support at around $8.60, and look where it's at right now. Can it make that move to $10 this week? We're gonna have to wait and see. And as far as Lucid is concerned, we want to see a move going to at least $18. The market has been moving up, so if it continues to trend in that direction, Lucid should be able to move along with it. If it is not doing that, then that's pretty concerning, because that's saying there's not a lot of confidence in the market for the stock. I'm also not surprised with the volatility that we have been having. Many people are being bearish, but at the same time, we are going to have those rallies, and you want to make sure you put yourself in the best situation to take advantage of them. And this is why I say inside of the Discord, if you're not a part of the family already, what are you waiting for? Just to give you guys an update, when I put out that $400 SPY call this morning, I go through a very strict process when I enter the play. So let me go over it very quickly. So you can see here on July the 5th, 2022, today at 9:48 a.m., I'm buying $400 SPY calls that expire on July the 15th. I paid $40, right? And then I said at 12:19 p.m., we have a 10% rule. Move up your stops, protect your profits. It got to $44. And then at 2:05 p.m., the calls were worth $55. And then at 2:26 p.m., the calls were worth $60. And then at 2:32 p.m., I said, hey, it's at $65. Move those stops, protect your profits. And then at 3:29 p.m., it got to $81. And this was a 100 plus gainer for us. We bought it at 40 and we ended up selling at 81. Again, you could still trim as I was giving those updates. There's not many people that I've seen do this inside of the Discord groups, but I do this because I'm a full-time trader. And when I win, I want to make sure I'm showing you guys the full entire process. But before we actually jumped into this play, I talked about it in our daily live stream. I do this every single morning before the market opens and make sure that everyone's prepared. So if you want to join us and be able to make some gains on our option plays, then check out the link inside the description, or you can take a look at the first comment. And don't forget to give me your feedback in regards to the format of the video. I'm hoping that you guys find the changes beneficial, but hey, let me know some more details inside of the comments of what you think about it. Hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll be talking real soon.